Good morning, this is Sarah, your UK Healthy Carnivore or Healthy Carnivore UK. Bit confused this morning of what I am because we're having a very rare heat wave, which means my hair is all a bit this morning. This video is about red meat and iron deficiency. Just to set the scene, I am someone that's been on and off carnivore for years, but in the last few years can't lose weight doing it. I can follow it really strict week after week after week after week, and there's no movement in the scales. It got to the point where somebody called me out as a liar, saying, well, if you're eating the carnivore diet, the weight should be falling off you. That got me upset, but I am now grateful to that person, believe it or not, because I have got an itch on my nose. I do apologise, it's annoying me. Because I went deep down diving, and also I've got some amazing viewers. Thank you so much to all my amazing viewers who have been sending me ideas of things to check, things to try. One particular person called, I think it's Daria, she recommended a video by Paul Mason regarding iron deficiency and how you can't lose weight if you're iron deficient, by Paul Mason. I highly recommend the video. I'm going to pop it in the description below. He's a super intelligent guy, and he has women coming into his clinic who can't lose weight. He takes all their bloods, he figures out what's wrong, and he gets them losing weight. This is so much better than, oh, follow that diet sheet or follow this. He takes a deep dive into their hormones and their all their mineral levels, and he looks properly. And yeah, and of course when I got sent this link to this video, my first reaction was, how the heck can I be iron deficient when I eat so much red meat? And you're probably thinking that too. How can she be iron deficient when she's eats all that red meat? All I can say is, thank goodness I didn't go vegan. Thank goodness. Because 9 years ago, I was ready for a change, and I could have so easily got dragged down the vegan path, and I would be in a lot of trouble now. A lot of trouble. Because, you know, vegans don't absorb iron the way that carnivores do, and it turns out that I haven't been absorbing it properly, so I would have been in a lot of trouble if I'd have gone down the plant-based route. So anyway, I watched this video, fascinated, because I will look at everything. You know, I've been looking into my light environment. I won't go into everything else. This is all about iron on this video. I ordered a home test from eBay, just a basic one, and put my blood in it, and it did come up with deficient. Okay, I thought, right, I don't really trust it. Things that Paul Mason was saying in the video, though, were women of childbearing age, and also the older women of childbearing age, quite likely to have very heavy periods. Okay, tick. And also women, especially in the UK, big tea drinkers. In the UK, if you don't live in the UK, you may not realise quite how obsessive we are about tea. If you want to find out, watch Downton Abbey on Netflix, and you'll see how we constantly drink tea. And apparently the tannin that you find in tea causes you not to be able to absorb iron. So you could be eating the most beautiful, massive, juicy steak, but if within 2 hours of eating that steak you drink tea, you've pretty much negated all of the iron in there. It reduces absorption by quite a huge percentage, like 80 or 90%. It's big. So tea drinking, heavy periods, tick, tick. Now I understand. So I have been working on my heavy periods by taking iodine for my thyroid, and this might be why my thyroid is now fine. So I rang my doctor and said, I haven't had any blood tests for years and years, can you test me? And they brought me straight in, and good news is I'm not pre-diabetic. There is nothing wrong with my thyroid. It's possible that there was 4 months ago, but I've been supplementing with iodine, and I think my thyroid function is now better. I'm going to keep doing that. I think my thyroid is probably on the lower end of normal range. I think it probably could do with some more bumping up, but it's not in trouble. Nothing wrong with my cholesterol, my triglycerides, everything's good, except for I am low in ferritin. I'm just going to pop a quick chart on the screen right now to show you. This is a screenshot from Paul Mason's video, and if I should show you it here, his ideal range for ferritin is between 15 and 200 UG. I think it's UG. I do apologise. I'm not clever as him. I only understand the numbers. And on this chart, you will see that the lady he tested had a level of 11. Mine's actually 16. So I'm kind of in range, but on the lowest possible point. He said, from a weight loss point of view, if you're not losing weight, you need it a lot higher than the lowest number, a lot higher. So I have sorted myself out with some iron supplements. I'm not going to tell you which brand I've gone with yet. I'll release that in about 3 months, unless anyone's desperate to know. But I think if I haven't experienced the effectiveness of them and the side effects of them, I'm not going to recommend it yet. It's very unwise. But I took a long time deciding, because I wanted to choose the ones that had the most absorbency for the least amount of side effects, which is because iron tablets can be deadly on the stomach. I've never taken them, but I've heard some horror stories about iron tablets. Now, this is exciting because I've actually got something different to try, and I am so grateful to my viewer. Daria, whatever your name is, I am so grateful to you, because I would never have thought of that. Who would think that eating all that red meat and you could still be iron deficient? No one's going to think of that all by themselves. Someone said I was smart to think of it. I'm not smart. Because who would imagine? You can't imagine it. I can imagine a vegan being low on iron because, their iron is not so bioavailable as what it is in meat. So it would never have come to me. I could have carried on suffering for many more years, right to my death, and never finding out why I couldn't lose weight. Now there's a chance. Now there's a hope. So I'm going to continue taking my iodine to get my thyroid even further up. I am going to go back to the doctor and get a printout of my actual numbers. I've only made the phone call so far. They said they will print out my results if I go in there. And I will do another full video on the full blood panel later on, because I know a lot of people like that, especially vegans. It's wonderful that you feel so good, but I want to see your blood work and I want to see inside your guts. Well, come and have a look then. Come and have a look inside my colon. You've gone off track. Turns out I'm iron deficient, and I've got something to work on. Before I end the video, I just wanted to say, though, that I've got a little bit of a secret. In the last 3 or 4 days, I've been trying to do some intermittent fasting. And on Monday, I managed to pull a 36-hour fast. Okay? Wow. It wasn't all bad, but it was a little bit bad. Do you know, I've got on the scales this morning. It's now Thursday, and I did that Monday. No change in the scales. Now that's scary. It appears that someone who is as iron deficient as me can lose weight, cannot lose weight, even when you incorporate a 36-hour fast. Wow. I am so glad I made that phone call to the doctors last night, because I know I said I wasn't going to weigh myself, but I thought, come on, let's try and push my body. Let's try and give it a shock. Let's try and go without food for 36 hours and see what happens with the scales. I got the scales back out the loft a couple of days ago and thought, right, let's just try and experiment. And the weight hasn't come down. So I think Paul Mason is on the right track, and I think the viewer, Daria, who sent me that, Daria, if that's your name, I've probably even got it wrong, but I love you so much this morning. You are literally, you are up on the pedestal this morning, girl, because you may have just actually completely fixed my problems. I don't know, but at least I've got hope. The carnivore diet isn't making me lose weight. Even carnivore diet with 36-hour fasting doesn't make me lose weight. But if I can get my iron up, it may all fall off me. Come on. That's the end of this video for today. You eat your meat and drink your water and have a bloody brilliant day. Take care. Bye.